Alright guys, you ready to do a commentary? So, hi YouTube, my name's Excel, and this is my newest Superliminal PC speedrun. This is a glitchless run, as you can see by the title, and it's also in 26 minutes and some change. I forget the change. Last time we ran this, or last time I did like a commentary on my console run, it was a 29. And so now I've improved it quite a bit. I recently landed a 28.52 on my Twitch stream live at twitch.tv/excel86j. Do come over and hang out if you want to join in the laughter and fun and memes that we have over here, and failed speedruns and all that good stuff, as well as these PBs. So unfortunately I got these runs offline, much like I did last time. I actually did them on my day off, so I've improved them quite a bit. Like I say, we got a 28.52 on stream, and this is a 26. So there's quite a lot of like things to explain, but it's a pretty fast run. It's pretty chill, to be fair. It's a nice break and a palate cleanse for us from the Resident Evil and zombies and things like that. So it's a nice break from the murder. So anyway, with that preamble out of the way, let's begin this commentary. You can see an uncommentated raw upload of this in the description if you just want to watch the run without me yapping through it. So first thing we do, I've also got keyboard and mouse overlay there. We spin around, which once we don't need to talk to the paperwork, we can immediately leave. We're going to be clicking that chess piece and moving it out of our way and dropping this box and taking a diagonal line in order to not scuff the box, and we get a cleanest approach. Now we're going to be grabbing this cube and drop catching it to make it larger due to perception and perspective. As you know, that's what this game's about. And we're up and in there, sub 30, which is a new little best of mine. This is an okay chapter 1. I got a little bit scuffed on the door. We're going to grab this chess piece and place it there to open this next area. And this chapter 1 has about 9 puzzles, I believe. Now, we're going to grab the first and hardest boss of the whole game, Edam Cheese. We're going to drop catch it twice, place it there, and it's already big enough. And we're in here, sub 55. Now, I was struggling to get sub minute before, but I have now mastered the Edam. So we're going to move the box, grab the plank, and place it on the latch to open the door there. Grab this cube, place it by this door so that it's tiny, so that when we spin around, it's still tiny, and we can place it there, and we're in and out of here at 1:15, very fast. Grab this block, drop it over by the rafters, and it should, usually, if you get better luck than me, land straight on the button, and you can W. If not, you can just grab and readjust. A little bit of RNG because of it falling and landing on corners. No problem, though. Then this one, again, shout-outs to my moderator, Cinders, who helped me learn a slightly quicker strat for this. I used to drop catch it, but you don't actually need to. Just grab and spin, and it's done. Spin to win. And you're out of there. Not even 2 minutes, and I'm already clear. So as you can see, compared to my last times for you guys watching live, and to my last posted run on YouTube, the PlayStation run, these are so much better now. Not only have I got better strats, but it's faster with keyboard and mouse. I said it before, I gathered I would be better on keyboard and mouse once I learnt the muscle memory, and I was right. And even since learning the PC muscle memory, I've improved all my times by like 2 minutes. So what we do there, I forgot to explain that one. We grab that cheese, and we make contact with the cheese at the same time as the boards, and that unlocks the collision to knock the boards over. The cheese goes flying, and we get through. And it's like that's why I made the cheese big, and I walk into the cheese and the wall at the same time. So then we're cruising in here, and it's sub 2:30, and we're already in this corridor, which is a nice little split. Hopefully you guys have to let me know that are watching live. Can you guys confirm that the video looks okay? We're just playing back the video that I have saved on my hard drive because I recorded the runs. So here we're going to grab this sign, drop it, then pick it up at an angle like that, and it's made us a nice little ramp to jump over. That almost fell, but because of the height of it, I was able to back it up. Then we use these boxes to spring through here.
My name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to talk to you about being special.
And we're going to manifest this block. Looks good, thank you. Should be okay. It looks a bit framey to me, but that might be because it's like a 60 hertz video on a high hertz display. So here we're going to jump and readjust, like jump resize that block, And I already had it at the right height where I could just do it in 1 instead of 2, but I normally do it in 2 resizes. And then our perception here will allow this door to appear. We're going to grab it, use it as a ramp for this next set of stairs. Nice free little ramp up like that. Easy.
Hello, my name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'm just popping in to give you a quick update on where you are.
Then we're going to drop this block here to get the right height to jump straight up. Move this chest piece. Again, perception and perspective. It may look quite trippy if you've never seen this run. While we're on this corridor, sorry, I'm just going to pause for a second and just see if my browser is closed. I think it is. Okay, cool. Sorry about that. Okay, so now we're going to be cruising through here, and this is a cool one. It's hard to get down, though, so you have to grab the moon, and then I like to place it on this pillar and rotate it and get access. There's about 4 objects on here, maybe more, 4 or 5, and there's only one that we need, which is that one, the door, and it's very awkward to grab it first time. Then we resize it using the lamp above us to do 2 quick drop catches to get the right kind of size, place it in front of us at the right height, and then walk through, and here we are.
Does not wake you up. Please don't.
So sub 5, and we're in the next stage. It's a nice little run. And you hold back here and spin. And during the first 3 beep beep beeps, that's when you hold back and spin, and it will time it so that when the game fades in, you're practically in the corridor.
This is an automated message for all patients who attempted to use an alternate pathway to access the next phase of somnus.
So, like, due to my muscle memory and improvements and grinding, my any percent warpless that's coming up after this, the early game is faster. I'm ahead on that run.
You will rectify this failure immediately.
It's a good idea for a game. It is, yeah, it's a very good idea for a game. So there, as you can see, we just grab the dice and use it to jump up. Move that out of the way, move this out of the way, and again, we're cruising. Yeah, it's a very good idea for a game, and it makes you think. Casually, it's a great game, and there's a trophy for completing it fast, so like under 30 minutes, and that's where I started learning it, and now I've tried to like actually speedrun it. So we grab that dice there, and then moving into these stairs at sub 6, this is great. This is exactly how we want to be. So we're going to grab this dice, drop it into the floor, and extend this one. I haven't played Maquette yet, but I do want to play that. I've seen the speedrun for it as well. Here, we're going to grab the side of this dice, stand it up, and use it as a stepping stone to get up. And it can fall, but if you place it right, it will stay sturdy. Triple click that dice to turn it into multiple cubes, grab 1 cube and out, and then move this lid, this like side of the dice. And then we jump down, and here we're going to jump back and right out of the box and align with that set of tiles, and then hold back, and you can just back walk all the way in. I don't have to imagine test. That's how I play it, sir. So now we're moving out again with the alarm beeps. I have an itchy nose. There's a timer on screen, and even if I'm not actively running, if there's a visible timer, I get the itchiest nose ever. I apologize now, I'm so sorry. Gonna be like sniffly almost. So we're in here at sub 7, that's great. That's really good. This is how the back rooms are. Yeah, there's some cool mechanics to this. And this is glitchless, so you get to see the whole game, every level. This is cool. And in my warpless run, which is coming up after this, we're going to commentate it also after this run live on twitch.tv/excel86j. Do come and follow. That one does a skip at level 7 that just skips level 7. There's 8 levels, like 8 chapters, and I basically just skip chapter 7. There is way more that you can skip, and there's way more out of bounds you can do, but I don't really do any of those yet. So here in the dark room, we head up left. Take this shortcut through here. I got a bit stuck on the boxes. We're going to be going through this dark room, and there's a bit of a trick here. This board is actually all one, and then the light comes on when you get over there. There's 2 routes you can do, and you can jump over, but just knowing where it is, you can kind of just follow it round. And then we just follow these corridors. Jump upstairs, because it's faster than just running.
More about the feelings of worthlessness and self-doubt I mentioned before. You feel this way because you want the kind of happy life.
So it's kind of a W game. You are cruising the whole run. Not much really slows you down. You don't stop to do much.
Exactly why we're here.
So here we're going to spin around and use the light in the background to help guide us through the room and find these stairs. Excellent. Now we have to go left in that last corridor, and there is a skip you can do here, even for Glitchless, which is basically skipping this light. But I still go over and I do it the kind of easy way, pick up this sign as a light, and you just use it as a flashlight for this next section. The top speedrunners do this part backwards with no light. They don't ever go into that room, and it saves them all that time. So I still like to be able to see, funnily enough. So I'm just going to go that way, thank you. And we're just still going to be out of here at sub 9. Very good. So for reference, we were hitting this room at 10:36 on stream, and that was a good pace. Now I'm here at 9. That's how different the pace is. I have quite a few like time checks that I can give you in this run. Like, for example, on PlayStation, I think the best I got was like maybe 10 or 11 minutes on this idea sign. Here we're at 9:30. My average now is 9:30 here, jumping this. Like, when these lights come on, yep, 9:30, that's about right. But on PlayStation and like a week ago on PC, I was not this good. So I'm not going to grind this out too much more. I'm happy with these times for now. I'm just going to like hopefully submit these. So we're in here at 9:40 something. Again, on the last stream when I played it live, it was 10:40 something. So I'm just like a minute ahead of myself, really. And I make up for more time on another later stage that I used to be bad at that I practiced, which is Labyrinth. But I nailed all the, like, most of the tricks you're meant to land in this, so I'm quite happy with how it turned out. So we're going to grab this door, and then because of perception and perspective, it's now a small door. It's small. We're going to just drop it there to open the next pathway. There's going to be alarm beeping in the next corridor. Don't worry about it. It's kind of annoying, but... Click on these doors. This level is clone, and on this stage you get access to the cloning ability. So you just left click, you just mash, and it duplicates. Which we're going to use here on this spammy alarm clock. Again, look at how we do it. We look here, and when you pick it up and it's small, aiming it at that wall makes it big, right? Again, that's where perception comes in. And that's what's cool about the run. Even just casually, that's what's cool about the game. Just how you look at stuff, and it's cool to try and think your way through the puzzles. You're not going to see all of the side content or anything because I run through the game, right? Here, I keep messing this up. We just need to drop one. Now I've actually cocked it up. There we go. Drop one onto the other to like get me through like that, but we're fine. We're through. Because what you do there is you clone it and then walk into it to get that collision push like we did with the cheese and the walls earlier. And then here, because of perception, we're going to jump clone that red apple, and it puts it onto this switch here, again, because of perception. So, yeah, then we're out of there in 11:30. Pretty good. We're going to hop up these stairs. I like this stage. It's probably one of my favorite stages, if not my favorite. Click this sign, and then mash click it, and then hit another couple from the middle to give you a ramp. And then hit, it's usually right click, but I have it bound on my thumb mouse button, and it's just like the retract/absorb technique. You just like, when you as soon as you hit the retract button, those signs are not corporeal, and that's why we run through them. It looks like I'm cheating, right? But that is legitimate in the run, and it's not a glitch or anything. It's a mechanic, so like it's intended. As soon as you hit that button and they go and suck back in, you can immediately walk through them like they're not even there. This one, depending on how quick you are, when he says, Pierce, my name is Dr. Glenn or whatever, when he says it the wrong way round, you can hold back here, and it's a good audio cue, but I actually do it too fast to use that as a reference now, so I just have to know. You can usually just hold back through this corridor, but I have turned that strategy into me spinning round and hopping through instead, because I think it's a bit quicker.
My name is Dr. Glenn.
His name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, by the way.
On vacation, that you have reappeared on our monitoring system after a prolonged absence.
So this one is Dollhouse. This is another one that took a little bit of ironing out.
And discontinue whatever you were doing.
You thought it would go skydiving? Yeah, exactly. So here, just because of dropping that house, we've now made it big enough to enter. See, again, with perception and perspective, it means everything in this game, but it's what makes it so cool, like I said. It's really enjoyable. And for us, speedrunning, it's the element of doing all this correctly. So the strat here is, you see this brass stand that was holding the suitcases? The reference point is when you're enlarging the house, you line up the brass middle bar to the middle sort of trim of the house. It's hard to explain, but here we're going to grab this stereo, we're going to drop it and turn it around, drop it and make it bigger. It's bigger because of perception, because we got nearer to it. And then I'm going to use it as like a ramp way here. It's a tiny little time save, but I try and get it anyway. I fumbled it on controller, but yeah. For reference in time, we used to get here at about 15 minutes. We're now 13:45. We're going to grab this fan, drop it from above us, like this, and then it's a big fan. And now we can use it to knock over these Jenga blocks and this doorway that we need. Some sky green screens or wallpaper. Yeah, it was like a wallpaper background. Because you're kind of in an experiment, but like, yeah, you're like supposed to be in like a mental experiment while you're asleep. That's kind of what the lore is. We're going to grab this window, and again, and drop catch it to get the right height. We need to be just able to get under there like that. Perfect. It would, yeah. And then here comes another boss of the speedrun, which is the bouncy castle thingy.
Hello.
As you're going to see.
It's Dr. Glenn Pierce, and I'd like to...
I don't know what else you would call it. It's just a bouncy castle, really. That's what it is. So we're going to go into this corner because I have a visual aid for this. So I'm going to drop it down to get like a good size. And then I'm going to line up the orange base with the strip on the wall. And that should give me the right height. Because the problem with that one is the orange base can be too tall and you can't get up. But when you can get up, the door is too short and you can't get in. So then using perception, we're going to grab that bouncy castle, make it tiny by placing it in the fan vent, and then put it to where I need to be at the other end of the room, and then we're out of there. It's trippy. This one is super trippy. Come out this door, turn around, get the small door, drop it into the door frame of the big door to make it really tiny. Perception, right? It's the aim of the game. Then place it in this keyhole, spin round, and you're through that keyhole. Boom. You're teleported with the door, because that's what that other door does. Grab this dollhouse, place it below where you need to be, and then readjust, and you're in.
And we should be able to initiate the emergency exit protocol shortly.
I told you, it's a cool run. It's nice. Comfy. So I paused the game here. You're not allowed to pause for too long, but for verification's sake, and for your sake, the viewer, I paused it here to get my elevator code. There's in this next level, which is Labyrinth, there's a code. There's 2 codes you can use for the elevator. It's a maze. It's like a right, left, right, or back, right, back, or some shit like that. It's something. I do the right, left one. So that was why I paused there to grab my notepad. Just so that's clear. It's the only one I had to write down. On any percent warpless, I skipped this chapter. So I tried to do a skip here. It's not really a skip. It's not a glitch either. In this area, these dialogues have invisible triggers, and I tried to jump over one. Well, I was like, fuck it, I'm not very good at this. So I just tried to zoom the rest of the stage instead. There's like some forced dialogue here that you have to sit and watch. The any percent warpless run that I do is exactly the same until here, where I phase through this wall, and it skips the rest of this chapter. And it involves jumping up on the fire extinguisher, jumping on the pipe, holding a diagonal, and like jumping into the wall until it phases you through.
Improved hypothesis.
Which I lost time on as well, because it was easier on controller. I struggled hitting a diagonal. I was actually holding E instead of W and D for a moment. I didn't realise. I was like, come on, get through the wall, dude. And yeah, so even on my warpless time, it's a 22:45. But it could have been better because I lost 25, 30 seconds here trying to get the bloody skip. But it's worth it because the skip saves 4.5 minutes or so on the run. Or about 4 minutes. Like, skipping the end of this chapter is... yeah. It's really good. So now we have to do Labyrinth. So we're going to click that alarm clock. And then we're going to move through this corridor. This is one of my favorite puzzles coming up. Stand here and look at this. Look to the left of this water cooler. Then you'll appear by the alarm. Click the alarm. Then we're going to go back and stand by the fire extinguisher. And it makes the reason we look in them certain positions is because it's where you're going to appear near where you need to be. Click this one. Then here you don't need to click this one. Just leave. I used to waste time there. So again, for context, as a time check, on stream when I was running this last week, we were at 19 minutes here. We're at 17 now. Grab this painting, drop catch it from above. This is the best I've ever done this. Readjust one more time, and then boom, jump through the painting. It's really good. I used to take it out in the hall and have to readjust it, and I was okay at it, but I mastered this one, the double or triple drop catch into the jumping through it on the bed. It's a much better strat. It's quicker. Okay, it's not over. There's more trippy stuff to look at. We're going to fall down this level. Okay, great. Then we're going to grab the door early. Actually, hit the fire extinguisher for memes. Grab that door so that when you land here, it's ready to be moved again. It's faster. And then here, go straight forward. We're going to jump through this weird little portal thing. I don't know how to explain those doorways, but it is what it is. Then follow this into the left turn into the next room. And we're going to hop down this little gap that you can't see yet. That is there. It's really cool. Then here, grab this staircase, drop it to flip the floor, fall down, and then into the start of the maze puzzles. So I'm going to spin here, because when this opens, I can do that and get out. Now, the trick with this one is there's a wrong way and a correct way. You have to look the wrong way first and see the red signs, and then flick the other side. You're only briefly going to see me edge the camera that way and then flick it back. It's enough to pass. If you fail this on hall number 5, you have to go back to 1. So you have to get it right. Should be illegal according to the law of the game? Yeah, it probably would be. Too psychological. We're going to grab this dice, hop up to here, turn around, it disappears, grab it again, drop it down. It's the game trolling you, it's like intentional. It's to trip you out, that you were like, wait, where was my dice? Oh, it's there. And yeah. Now we're going to jump on this switch, replace us with the chess piece. It's funny because I've just come from Resident Evil 2 Remake where I have to use these damn chess pieces in the puzzle. I can't escape them. Then we're going to click this cube, this die, even, click the die, jump on it over the bed, grab this, and click here, and it changes to this. This is a really trippy level. Don't worry about it. All I can do is just kind of explain what I'm doing. Okay, click the alarm, and now it's elevator puzzle time. This is what I had the code for. So, right, left, right. There we go, we're out. Click this, and then that alarm clock phases into the floor because of the way perception is. Take a shot for every time I've said perception. So now, come out, look at the moon, turn to the right, so about 3 or 4 lampposts in, and wait for this corner to parallax. And when you can see it sort of parallaxing into that phased JPEG, then back jump like this until the bedroom appears. Then you can walk forward and click the alarm, and it gets us out. I was having issues with this on stream, and I managed to perfect it. So we got it down. I did miss a couple of attempts on the alarm. I was trying to get it from so far away. Alright, last chapter, guys. We're nearly there. Well, this is the end of Labyrinth, sorry. This is not quite the end of the... This is not the last chapter just yet, sorry. So we're going to drop catch using the lamp, drop catch this sleep clinic here, run through, pick up the clinic from outside and take it through this door, which causes a paradox. And then we're at a 21-minute paradox, which my previous best was a 23-minute paradox. So, yeah, 2 minutes ahead of myself. My head hurts. And this is like scripted now, we can just wait until the white space kind of thing. So when this all fades out, you just hold W, and then you'll be in chapter 8 and you'll be running. This music here. So now just hold W. You can't see my keys because of the white, but that's what I'm doing. And then before you realise it, we'll appear and we're going to be moving, yeah, see. Then we go through this building, and we're in white space, final chapter, sub 22 minutes. That's really good. Really good. I'm at the point now where I'm so much quicker and crisper and cleaner on mouse, I've overtaken my controller times by a margin. Jump to the left there instead of going into the middle. It's faster. Get into the shadow quicker. This is about light and dark and shadow and light. Move this black box, which like reveals the exit.
Hello. My name
His name is Dr. Glenn Pierce, and many years ago, he had a dream. So we're just Wing. If you stand to the right of the cones and look, it looks counterintuitive. Aim off of this doorway, because this isn't the real door. We're aiming where the door's gonna be. Roughly. And here, aim into, you sort of turn right while you're falling to aim into this corner, spin around, back away so that you can use that area as like a light source, and it's like a right-hand L-shaped turn, but it's easier to see if you just look to see how far away you're getting from the light and then turn into the next turn, if that makes sense. It's kind of awkward otherwise. Trying to go forward, it's hard to like time it, so I just do it that way. It helps me. And then in this next room, that little light source you can see in the distance, that's the door that we're leaving. And I'm actually, you can't really see it very much, but I am progressing through the room. And you can turn around and grab the black box and use it as a ramp up. Easy to do. Jump over this sign, this post thingy. And now we're heading to a light switch, which is at the back here. I'm already targeting it, and I'm going to be mashing to try and hit it as early as I can, relatively. And it's going to turn off all the lights, and we immediately spin around because it's not a loading screen. Immediately turn. When I was learning the game, I was stood there for like 20 seconds like, well, is it going to do something? Oh, I can move. Yeah, you can just immediately turn there and then jump up these stairs. We're going to fall through the floor here. And we're going to aim. I think I might have messed this one up a little bit. I did. I spun. You need to aim to the right as you fall, and you need to go to the right side of the red and blue. The blue is on the left, red is on the right corner, and you go around the blue and red. And there's like green and red on the other side, or whatever it was, yellow and red. That's how I realized. I was like, wait, I've spun too much, and I've missed my turning. So, yeah, I had to readjust, but it's fine, no problem. Normally, as you just fall straight and aim a little bit upright, like turn from like 12 PM to 3, and you're there. So here we're going to grab the chess pieces early, or kind of early. I had to like readjust this because I needed it to be bigger. It was too small, and you'll see why in a second, because there's other tricks you can do here by phasing the black and white line, like right in the middle line, and you can bunny hop and you can do some weird tricks, but I can't do those. So what I do is you have to have a chess piece on the square before you can move on it. You can't walk on one without a piece. So I'm just using the appropriate ones to set up this traversal here. It's pretty simple. I'm around for a little bit. We're going to be commentating another one of these runs. So if you enjoy watching this trippy stuff, then we got another one of these coming up. We're going to grab this block, place it in here, grab the Edam cheese. This is the last Edam overlord of the run. And once you master the cheese, you master the game. Trust. The cheese is your friend, not foe. Good, we're through. But yeah, you can put it on the TV, dude. I appreciate you either way. Thanks for hanging out tonight. So we're going to fall down these black and white squares. I'm going to drop down here. Yeah, you're good, mate. You're good. We're going to fall down these... there's a quicker way to do this that I've just learnt now, but it's fine. Fall down, and at the bottom of that room, there is this doorway. It's just knowing, just to left, right. You can do it like that, and once you get into the spot where I know where the door is on the middle left, so I just get over to there, and then drop left and right sides. Immediately grab the black wall you just came out of into that light. It's immediately behind you, and then you fall, and this is now the end of the run. Final time is going to be coming up after the next screen, and it's going to have a loading before then. This is going to turn to 8, and that's the end of the run. It's going to have a load screen, and then there's an alarm clock that I have to click to finalize my time. Took me 3 seconds, apparently. Damn, I'm bad. 2 seconds. Okay, there we go. So there it is. 26:44.0, final time, Superliminal, PC, Glitchless. There it is, ladies and gents. That's the end of the run, the end of this commentary, and the end of this video. So what up YouTube, what up speedrun.com, hope everyone's doing well. Thanks for enjoying and like hopefully verifying my run. Yeah, I think this is a cool game. I like this run. If you think this was cool, I'm by no means good at this game. Check out the top 10 runners of this game. Some of the tricks and the times that they do, it's crazy. They do so many things that blew my mind watching it. So I do encourage everyone, if you like these runs, do go and check out some of the other speedrunners in the Superliminal speedrun community. Shout outs to Sam Wise as well, who I learnt from his tutorial of this game. So if you want to learn the run, he has a glitchless tutorial that you can learn from on YouTube. So shout outs to Sam Wise. I think he's a moderator as well. Fair play to him. It's like, yeah, it got me off the ground and got me to the times I'm at now, which I'm actually quite proud of for like some noob, you know, some weird sunglasses man who shouts at the video game. So yeah, this is a little victory tour through the game on the final. This is like a real fake final chapter. I let it all play out and we do get the credits and stuff too. So fucking bouncy castle bitch. So yeah, it's a good run. It's fun to play. You can play it on console or PC. Like I say, even if you're not interested in speedrunning, check out the game. Just have a play with it. It's cool. It's just a fun game. There's loads of side content you can do, and like there's like a challenge mode, I think, and some other like little things. So it's not all just this. And even though it is the whole game glitchless, there is obviously little things that there's probably other stuff you can do in the levels that I don't show because we're doing the speed run, obviously.
Because you kept moving forward, no matter how far off the path you
And it like takes you on a tour back through the game backwards, only through some of the halls. So we'll end up right at the start of the run here again. So yeah, like I say, this was it's a fun run. Thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks to you guys on Twitch. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then do, like I say, feel free to come and hang out. And if you want to join in on these commentaries that we do, or just the live speedruns, then you know where to find us. All the details are in the description, as well as my Discord if you want to join there and find out when I'm live and post memes with all the other guys. Go right ahead, you know. This will probably be, by the time it's verified, like my 204th verified speedrun. So I'm going to be pretty happy about that. So yeah, there we go. That was Superliminal Glitchless in 26 minutes, 44 seconds, 0.0 final time on the PC. Courtesy of yours truly, XL. Thank you for watching.